Hello everybody and welcome back to Heartbaked. Now we have finished the Benjamin route and we will be moving on to the Carver route. I am doing the Carver route because of a request from one of my friends. I asked them which one they would like to see next and they said that they wanted to see Carver before they saw Radley. So I'm going to do Carver and then we'll do Radley after that. So we're going to start right at the beginning of episode 2, and for the next 9 episodes we'll be doing Carver's route. Hopefully I don't fail miserably at his route as well and have to redo it again. But if I do, I hope you guys don't mind. And so let's just hop right back in, shall we? I woke up with a heavy heart. Oh, it was 5 a.m.? That was new. I'd never been an early bird after all. The daunting task of choosing the best genes for my sweet baby cake. I wondered if the cake was going to resemble its father. I definitely couldn't wake up this early. My brain was unable to work in this environment. I grudgingly scrambled to my feet, deciding to... So, since we're going for the Carver route, we will squash our rival because that will be the Carver route, and we'll save stay and get some baking done for the next time around, shall we? I let out an evil giggle as the best idea popped into my head. I would woo Carver. It was the perfect plan. I would crush him with my incredible baking, as well as make him love me and humiliate him in the process. A laugh escaped my lips as I got ready for the day and started heading downstairs. This was going to be great. Amazing, even. This recipe was the perfect excuse to truly show Carver who is top baker around here. I skipped through the bakery, humming a jolly tune to myself. I stopped in my tracks as I realized that Radley was coming in today. What to do with him? I only thought about it for a second before shrugging. When he saw the door was locked, he'd probably just leave anyway. When I stepped out into the morning air, a light breeze blew past me and I smiled. A perfectly beautiful day to begin my plan to crush Carver. Now, where would he be? Probably lazing about somewhere, knowing him. The little strudel was almost never working. I had to wonder just how he kept his bakery afloat. Here, Carver, Carver, Carver. I let out another laugh as I wandered towards the bakery. Towards his bakery, sorry. I let out another laugh as I wandered towards his bakery. Might as well start there. It was a short walk across the town square to his tiny shop. A tiny shop to match a dwarfish elf. I stood in front of his shop and tugged on the door. It didn't move. How did I know he wouldn't be here? I let out a small sigh and pouted, then turned to walk towards his house. No matter, that won't stop me. No matter, this won't stop me. Carver's love will be mine by the end of the week if it's the last thing I do. I stepped into the forest and walked casually to Carver's house. He lived in a large tree that was only 5 minutes down the path. When I was standing in front of his When I was standing in front of his house, I smoothed out my skirt and banged on his door. Then I waited. Carver, I know you're in there, you little pancake. There was no answer, of course. Of course he wouldn't be here. The one single time that I actually want to see him and he's nowhere to be found. I let out a huff and crossed my arms. All right, B. Think. Where would the dwarf be hiding? It wasn't like he had any friends. Maybe he fell in an anthill and couldn't get out? I laughed to myself and wandered back towards town. He has to be around here somewhere. I walked towards the fountain and looked around. I had no idea where he could be. This is such a waste of time. I pouted and sat on the edge of the fountain. Had the pastry god forsaken me?
Bay. Oh my god, he got, not the right accent. Oi. Bay.
I perked up at the familiar voice and turned to see Radley walking towards me.
There you are. I was worried something happened. You almost never leave the bakery.
He bounced a little bit and grinned at me. I didn't have time for this, but Radley might know where Carver was. Hey, Rads, you wouldn't happen to know where the pancake is, would you?
Pancake?
Carver.
Why do you want to find him?
He paused for a second, and by the look on his face, it was obvious that he was thinking hard.
Oh, are you trying to make sure he isn't around so you can prank him? Can I help?
Oh man, his accent is so bad sometimes. I just... not today. He grew visibly more excited as he bounced a few times and clapped his hands together. He was so childish. Yeah, sure. Have you seen him?
No, but I know where he isn't.
He let out the most evil laugh I had ever heard from Radley. He obviously wasn't going to be of any help. Be any help, not be of any help. Yeah, he isn't at his bakery. Say, Rads, why don't you get a head start and plan some sort of prank and I'll be right there. A huge grin grew on his face and he jumped up.
Alrighty, B. I'll plan something awesome and we'll get Carver good.
Carver. I like how he says Carver. He ran off and I let out his long sigh. Back to my quest of finding the pipsqueak. I stood and glanced around. He was nowhere to be seen, but... ooh, the shoe shop was having a sale? Yes, please. I skipped forwards and entered the shop gleefully. Mama needs a new pair of heels. I pranced around the racks of beautiful shoes and finally found a pair of light cream heels that would look amazing with this one skirt that I owned. After buying the shoes, I walked back into the square and decided to head over to Carver's bakery and see if he ever actually decided to work.
You there, girl. Oh, God. The old lady is back in the house.
A short, angry-looking old woman marched over to me. She looked like she was ready to keel over any minute now. Yes? She stood in front of me and placed her hands on her hips, huffing and puffing like a mad woman.
You need to come and help me carry some bags this instant. You need to come and help me carry some bags this instant.
She glared at me and... what was wrong with her voice? I'm sorry, ma'am. I don't really have time. I'm sure you can find somebody else.
How dare you? Have you never learned to respect your elders? Did your parents raise you to be an uncultured brute?
Excuse me? Fine. If it'll stop you yapping, then I guess I can help you.
That's better. Now come.
She ordered me around like I was a dog, and I had to keep myself from growling at her. How dare she? I followed her to a pile of boxes and raised an eyebrow.
You need to carry these to my house. Chop, chop.
I glared at her again and let out a small grumble before picking up as many of the boxes as I could. They were tall enough that they blocked my vision, and I waited for the old woman to tell me where to go.
Hurry up.
Her voice came from ahead of me, and I tried to catch up to her. She had better be grateful when I'm done with this, or else I might just accidentally drop something. I can't exactly see where we're going. There was no reply. I turned around to try and see her. Hello? Whoa. The top box fell to the ground, followed by the second box. They broke open to reveal... garbage? What is this? I glared and spun around to find the old lady, but she was nowhere to be found. I knelt down to quickly put the garbage back in the boxes, and then I left them there. And wait. I double-checked the area and traced my steps back to where I had started. Where are my new shoes? That old prune must have stolen them. I searched around one more time, looking for the shoes. If I ever see that old lady again, I sighed and decided that this has been enough for one day. I accomplished absolutely nothing and started to walk home, feeling completely defeated. The sun was starting to set, and I didn't even see a single stupid pink hair of Carver's all day. As I turned a corner, I bumped into just the pancake I was looking for. Literally.
You again.
He grumbled and brushed himself off. Wait. Again? Never mind, B. It doesn't matter. You finally found him. Now go. Flirt your head off. Looking good. So, I hear you live in a tree. Your hair smells nice.
Could that be like a short joke without meaning it to be?
Your hair smells nice because you're short enough that your hair is at the perfect height for me to smell your hair right now. I mean, maybe he's got a thing for his hair. Maybe he's like, yes, my hair is flawless, bish. He's like, I got nice hair. So you should understand that my hair is flawless and yours looks like a rat's nest. Even though you have the beautiful of braids, madame. Okay, so I hear you live in a tree is not gonna be good. Looking good or your hair smells nice. Looking good, your hair smells nice. You know what? I would just go full awkward. Your hair smells nice, because I just really want to see what he says back to this, and I'm probably gonna ruin this.
Oh, Carver, it's so good to see you. I've actually been looking for you everywhere. I tried to let out a sweet giggle, though it came out as more of a hiccup.
Oh, pastries. So you've finally fallen to your mental instability, I see.
He let out a cackling laugh, and I had to bite my tongue to keep myself from saying anything back. For the cake. For the cake. Gee, Carver, your hair smells really nice tonight. You know, if I had a chance to do this meeting over, I definitely would, just to get a smell such a sweet scent again. He opened his mouth to say something, but quickly closed it again. He looked like a fish out of water. Was he blushing?
Oh. Have you hit your head? You're talking crazier than usual. At this rate, you'll be the one pastry chef in the village. At this rate, I'll be the one pastry chef in the village.
I really meant it, Carver. I pouted and batted my eyelashes at him. He stared at me for a moment, completely shocked. Car? He didn't wait for me to finish. The next thing I saw was him turning on his heels and running away. For having such tiny legs, he sure does run fast.
Oh, man. Who would have thought he was so easy? Nah, see, look at that. I didn't get any hearts. I knew it. Awkward just doesn't work. Alright, let's see. Carver. He has a little shaken man on the side. Dorf. Is this really like the best I can do? Little baby strudel loaf. Go hungry. 2 cups of flour, tablespoon of milk. Make that half. Does it say half? I can't actually read the letters. Not like. Make that half. So that was episode 1 of the Carver route. I'm probably going to end up having to redo this again, based on the fact that I don't have any hearts yet. But we'll enjoy the playthrough, whatever it is, I hope. So I'll see you guys next time. Have a good weekend and a great week. And good night.